might peeing the amount of ignorant mess we're about to get into right now.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Hello and welcome to a brand new preview episode. Sorry. Hello.
Leave it in.
No, I am going to leave it in. Hello and welcome to a brand new preview episode for Black and Black Cinema. This is a preview for episode 206. Karen. We are going to do the BET original film, Karen. I'm sorry, with my co-host Micah. I apologize. I was too busy laughing.
No, I understand. You're very excited to review Karen.
Yeah, I'm very excited. So this one is starring Taryn Manning, Corey Hardrick, and Jasmine Burke. Let me give you the log line for this. Malik and Amani are a young black couple who move into a new house in the suburbs. When they arrive, they are greeted by a seemingly friendly white neighbor named Karen Drexler. However, the facade slowly reveals a bitter, jealous, angry, and racist woman who wants to remove the couple at any cost. Look, this is, I don't know if I am more flattered or angry that people have decided that they're going to co-opt Jordan Peele's style. So I'm going to blame Jordan Peele for this, making these quote unquote social horror movies. This looks interesting. Interesting is the word I would use. Micah, your overall thoughts before we get into our preview episode topic?
I don't know. I don't know. Look, white women are a problem, and I'm very interested to see how this documentary confirms my suspicion.
Documentary, yeah. This is written and directed. This is not a joke. It was written and directed by a man named Coke Daniels. I'm not sure if that's an inspiration or just a clever nickname. I don't know. But yeah, I look forward to seeing what Coke Daniels has to say about the Karen phenomenon. Should be fun. If nothing else, it should be fun. Our other co-hosts, at least one of them, will be on the full episode next week. By the way, you can watch this. I want to make sure I give everyone as much ample information as possible. You can rent this on Apple TV, YouTube, Amazon Prime, Vudu, Google Play, and I'm sure maybe on Tubi as well. And I believe if you have BET Plus, you can watch it there for free. I think. I haven't been able to definitively find that information, but I think so. So, check out Karen, and we will see you guys. We'll talk about that in depth next week. The random topic this week is not about the death of Michael K. Williams, which is really sad. It was really horrible news to hear. For the folks who don't know, Michael K. Williams, who played Omar and Chalky White on Boardwalk Empire, amongst many other great roles, by the way. He was most recently seen on Lovecraft Country, where he was phenomenal. He died seemingly, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but at least seemingly he died of a heroin overdose. It was something, an addiction he had been fighting for years, I guess. But we're not here to sort of mourn his death. What it did spur is, I'll let Micah introduce the topic.
So, it's a tragic passing of one of our entertainers, and the first thing people do is, he was only 54 years old, 54, 55, something like that. That's 54. Not that's midlife. That's just over midlife. And what happens when people pass away suddenly is, we tend to reflect on them and their career and how they made us feel in the past tense. And I think that every once in a while we need to do that while they're still around, right? Like the saying is to give people their flowers before they pass away, right? I think we've done this idea before, now that I think about it, but it never hurts to do it again. And for me, Michael K. Williams was one of those actors who was never like a superstar, right? But he was one of those that guys. Oh, it's that guy. that guy from this and that guy from this, right? And I feel like we have a lot of people who are that guy or that woman that don't necessarily get the shine that I think they should. And I'm not talking about like super duper stars, right? Like The Rock, Will Smith, people like that. They're super duper stars, right? Like they're worldwide phenomenons, but
they're leads, and they're leads. Like that's the important part too.
Right. I have a list of actors that I think it would just be kind of cool to show appreciation for, that are still around and, whose work you could check out. So first up on my list, because I have my wife help me with this. First up on my list, Jennifer Lewis. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lewis is a phenomenal actor. And there's something about like her swag, like her, like she oozes like sex appeal. You know what I mean?
Does.
And not just like I want to have sex with Jennifer Lewis, even though I do want to have sex with Jennifer Lewis. Like it's not just that, but it is. She's a actor, comedian, a singer. She's got a great voice. She's got a great voice, and I remember her from A Different World, and she had a recurring role there. And most recently, she plays the grandmother in Blackish, right. And she still has that like I feel like if I had to describe your mom as a celebrity, it would be Jennifer Lewis.
It's 100% Jennifer Lewis. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom loves Jennifer Lewis, incidentally. I'm like, that makes sense.
Of course. Because you're looking at a reflection, right? Yeah. Like you're seeing, it's just the way that the two of them act.
Yeah.
But she's been in a ton of movies.
Yes.
Think Like a Man.
Her role in that movie is ridiculous. But I love it.
The Brothers, and even some that aren't like black movies, like Mystery Men. She was in Mystery Men, guys.
I don't remember her in that at all, but I rarely remember much of that movie.
She's in Poetic Justice, which is a movie we probably should do.
Yeah.
What's Love Got to Do with It? She was nominated for an NAACP Image Award. So, and she's been in countless TV shows.
Yeah, look, Jennifer Lewis. One thing that's really important to mention about Jennifer Lewis is she's bipolar. She's diagnosed bipolar.
She suffers from she's neuroatypical, right?
Right. Like, and she's open about it.
She is. Yeah. She is, and it's something that she's kind of struggled with, and she's very open about. But I don't know if she means to be, but she's like an ambassador for people going through stuff like that.
Right. So, and more importantly, Black people going through it, which is really not something we talk about often. And incidentally, I just watched an episode of that show, Dave, where one of the characters who's Black has a whole episode about being bipolar, which is an amazing episode. Like, if you watch that show, like the character Gata admits it. It was incredible. It was really well done. But it's just not something that Black folks talk about very often, and it's certainly not presented from a not in a movie kind of thing. Like it's just people talking about like, yes, I am, and here's how I'm dealing with it. So I respect her immensely for doing that. And like you said, like whether she means it or not, she is kind of a Black ambassador for that sort of thing. Look, I think she's great in everything. And she's a character actress. And that idea of like, she's never really been chosen as a lead necessarily. But when you see her, you're like, oh, it's Jennifer Lewis. I love Jennifer Lewis. Like she steals every scene she's in, that kind of thing. No, she should absolutely get her flowers. She's incredible. And she's been incredible for a really long time in Hollywood. So, she should get a ton of props.
Next person I have up on my list, Coleman Domingo.
This is like my favorite dude in Hollywood right now. He is. God damn, this dude is so good.
He is, man, and he's not just he's not just an actor. He's a writer. He's also a director. He directed a couple episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. In
It's
film,
still not gonna get me to watch it, but like, I'm happy for you, brother. Like, no.
Film, Red Hook Summer, 42, The Butler, Selma, The Birth of a Nation, which we're not gonna
see it.
If Beale Street Could Talk, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Zola, Without Remorse, Candyman. Like, this dude has been acting since like the mid 90s, professionally. And he's got a ton of like stage credits. He played the Wiz in a stage performance of the Wiz.
I would rather see that version than the one that I 100%, I guarantee you it's better. No, he's great.
This dude is, he's great.
You know, Coleman Domingo is one of those guys. He was also in Newlyweds, which was the first movie we did with him in it. And like, I just find that guy to be such a versatile actor. And it's one of the things about, and there's another person, I don't know what's on your list. I don't know who's on your list, but if this person is not on your list by the end, I'm going to add this person onto your list. Because they are very much, I find them to be very much in line. His ability to do movies like Ma Rainey's Black Bottom and like super bring it, and it be this amazing performance, and then go right from that to Zola and equally give a wild, frenetic, like holy shit performance, and then immediately from that to Candyman, which he was fantastic in too. Like, this guy is my favorite. Him and another person, again, who, if it's not on your list, I will add them, are my favorite two black actors showing up in things now. Every time those two names come up, I'm like, I'm gonna see it. Like, it don't matter what it is, I'm gonna see it. Also, I didn't realize, like, I didn't know, I don't care, but I didn't realize that he was gay either. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just saw an article. It was like, he found his love and, you know, somebody he was friends with for years. I was like, oh, good for him. Like, I think he just got married or something like that. But it's good to see it's good to see prominent black men of his complexion, in the front face of Hollywood. I love that. I love that dude showing up and everything, because he gives 100% in everything. Two, it's great that again, and I just found out that he's a part of the LGBTQ community, right? And he's a openly gay black man, also still getting that kind of shine. That's awesome. Like, we need more representation on all those fronts. So yeah, Coleman Domingo is like top two of, like, if that person's in a movie, like, of these like sort of new crop of actors, if he's in a movie, I'm gonna see it. I don't give a fuck what it is. 100%.
Another person like that for me is Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey Wright is he's the quintessential that guy. Oh, that guy. Who is that guy? Right? Yeah. You all know who Jeffrey Wright is.
Yeah, he's the Watcher. Everybody knows
that. He's Peoples Hernandez, for God's sake.
For God's sakes, yes.
This dude is smooth, man. Like even when he's trying to play like characters that are not necessarily supposed to be smooth, they're smooth. Like, he's been in a ton of movies. Shaft. He was the best part of that movie.
Oh, by far, no one can make an argument against that. Sam Jackson wouldn't make an argument against that.
He's in a couple of James Bond movies. He played Colin Powell in that Oliver Stone Bush movie.
Oh, really? I never saw that one.
What else?
Did he play Martin Luther King at one point?
Let me see. I don't see that.
Thought he did.
For you artists out there, he played Jean-Michel Basquiat,
yeah. Or excuse me, Basquiat.
Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I figured your wife is an artist.
No, if I got that wrong, she'd just come downstairs and be like,
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, Basquiat.
He was in the Hunger Games.
Yes, he was.
He's going to be in this new Batman movie. Look, man, and he's got a ton of television credits. He's even in a couple video games. So,
oh yes, Jeffrey in the movie Boycott, he was Martin Luther King. That's what I thought. Yeah,
there you go. So Jeffrey Wright, another dude that is that is just amazing at what he does.
Which, by the way, is fine, but I am not a fan of. Like, I love Jeffrey Wright. Him playing Martin Luther King don't make no sense. Like he's got a gravitas. Like, yo, that coloring is like super off. Like, why wasn't he Thurgood Marshall? Like, that's crazy.
Look, if Chadwick Boseman could play Thurgood Marshall,
I get switch the roles. I would just switch the roles.
If Denzel Washington can play Malcolm X.
Nah, yo, but
no.
I hear you, but it was such a good performance. I'm gonna let it go.
It was. It was. But like, come on now.
Yeah, it's like it was like this part of my hand, this part of my hand. Like, come on, you're not close. But that was back when we didn't really give a shit. We just wanted to get on TV and on movies. I'm not mad at it.
Another actor who is amazing. Who's got that thing, right? She has that thing, is Lorraine Toussaint.
Oh, that's a good cut. Like, that's a deep cut.
Yeah, man. Like these are
I would like to look at pictures of Lorraine Toussaint.
These are our actors, our entertainers who
she's so funny.
Who do very good work and need to be shouted out, man. Like, I don't know. I think she's magnificent in everything she does.
She's
right?
so
like,
fucking good in everything, dude. She is.
Even if it's something small like Concrete Cowboy or
that's right. Yeah, that's right. She was good.
She was frightening in
Orange is the New Black.
Oh.
She got exactly the ending she deserved in that season. I was like, bam. Oh, she got hit by a car. Oh, well, good. I'm like, look, I hate to see you go, but you needed to go. You were a horrible person. She was fantastic. She can play, like, she has an ability to play like very warm and motherly characters as she's gotten older, like Concrete Cowboy being a perfect example of that. Terrifying villains like Orange is the New Black. Like she has like a sexiness to her, and that's not trying to be disrespectful. It's really not. But she has that, right? Like, she's got that sultriness. Like, she's a beautiful fucking woman. And I don't know, man. Like, yeah, Lorraine Toussaint she's one of those character actresses who has been crushing it since, at least in film, since 1983. Like, she's just great in everything. She really is. Yeah. That's a really good deep cut. I mean, she was in Hudson Hawk. I'm not pleased about that, but I don't think anybody was. But yeah, she's great.
Andre Braugher is another dude. That's who, you know, he no matter what the role, no matter how like legit or not legit, but like no matter how serious or goofy,
yeah,
like he brings it, right? Like
he does.
Like he was in one of them Fantastic Four movies, for God's sakes.
Who the fuck was he in Fantastic Four?
He played a general who was
that makes sense.
Who was antagonizing Reed Richards and kind of wanted to work with Dr. Doom.
Okay, that's not acceptable.
He's A-okay.
No, yeah, of course, I'm villain. Right. A naive fool. Brower's arc as an actor is pretty magnificent. I mean, most people would know him now if you're not older.
Yeah,
from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where he plays like a hyper serious but goofball character, right? Like,
yeah,
he's supposed to be this like weirdly emotionless character, but he does so well in that role. Because I remember when that show first came out, I was like, Andre Braugher, why is he in this? But then I saw what the role was. I was like, oh, he's playing like the ultimate straight man. Like, this is going to super work for him. But he's absolutely hilarious on that show. But his best role to me, I mean, it's not even a question, is Glory.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it. He's in Glory. I mean, come on, man.
I mean,
like,
he was tremendous in that film. From being a like the right hand man to like, you know, what's his face's character, and you know the oh god, I can't even remember because we're not talking about white people, so who cares? But like to being like his buddy, and it's like everything's fine. He's like, now I'm going to join up and fighting underneath him, right? And he was like, he wasn't this hardened black man. Like he had lived a fairly like light kind of life, highly educated, wasn't down in the fucking in the shit like the other black characters like Morgan Freeman, Denzel Washington's characters. And then for him to have that arc by the end where he carries the fucking flag was powerful. Like it was powerful, like because he knew he was fighting. He realized at that moment he wasn't just fighting for himself; he was fighting for his entire people, which was powerful. Like that's a powerful performance. Look, everybody talks about Denzel's performance in that, and it is tremendous. Like it's a tremendous fucking performance. But Brower's performance in Glory is nothing to sneeze at. It really is not.
Let's talk television actor. Everybody's favorite dad on television.
Oh, sorry.
Jesse L. Martin.
Okay.
I like Jesse L. Martin, man. He's way more of a television person, but he's been in I knew him first in Law and Order as Detective Green. He's been on Law and Order for, sure. I mean, once you're on Law and Order, you're pretty much set for life.
Oh yeah, you're getting mad residuals. Like that's why Snoop Dogg trying to get on there. That's just free money. Right. Get out of here.
But he also played Joe West in The Flash.
Here's the thing about that character. Mm-hmm. Secretly, they put one of the greatest black dads of all time in a show with a white son with superpowers. Like, huh? How did that work? But yeah, Joe West is a great character. Like, look, I like Jesse Martin a lot. He's also a musician. A lot of people aren't aware of that. I think
he was in Rent also.
Yes, he was.
Like on stage.
Yeah. He's a very much a stage actor as well. I like him because he always comes off as like he's like a TV dad, obviously, and he's a TV actor, but he feels very real. Like he always like. I'm not sure they give him that much of a script. Like, I feel like it's like an outline. It's like Curb Your Enthusiasm for him. Like, here's an outline. Like, just do your black dad shit. And he's like, I got it. Like, I don't really need a script. And I think that's why he comes across as being so personable. But he's an ultimate that guy, character actor. I really like Jesse Martin a lot. That's good choice.
Look, this one hits me right in the heart. One of my favorite actors ever. One of the best voices you will ever hear anywhere.
Okay.
That is one, Mr. Keith David.
It's fair enough. That's fair.
Keith David, I mean, you like his voice almost makes me want to join the Navy. Right?
Yeah,
like it's he had those.
What if they told a story about your life? Like, oh shit, they might. I'm gonna join. Thank you, Keith David. Those commercials were ridiculous. Sending young men off to die. Like, thanks, Keith.
Look, man. Keith David, he plays. He's been in everything. He's been on TV, stage. He's been a Disney villain, for God's sakes. Most recently, people may know him from Greenleaf.
Yeah. Which I hear he's great in. I've never seen Greenleaf, but I hear he's great in it.
My wife loves it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Isn't he? He's the preacher, right? Like he's like Mr. Greenleaf.
Yeah. But more importantly, he's Goliath, guys. He's Goliath in Gargoyles.
You fucking know.
He's Spawn in that HBO show.
That's a fair point.
I mean, he's and the most important role that he's ever had, in my opinion, is Captain David Anderson from the Mass Effect series. That's a video game, Jay.
Never heard of it.
Keith David is he's again another great actor who just his voice alone. He did a video of him going through all his characters.
I've seen it. Yeah.
And yeah, man, it just was like, yeah, this is cool, man. This is dope.
You are a person who would love to get into voice acting. You are a voice actor, an unpaid intern, if you will.
Yeah, no kidding.
Would you? Here's how we'll mix in another topic we were considering. Would you rather have a dinner with Keith David or $500,000?
I would take the $500,000 and then I would ask Keith David, "Hey, you want to go out to dinner? My treat. I got $500,000."
Wow, that's a $500,000 dinner for Keith David. I don't know what you're getting.
I ain't say all that.
All right.
I said I got it.
Like, how about it's $1,000 dinner on me? That's it. You pay for the wine. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, Keith David is a legend. Like, he is. It's his voice is one of, I mean, like, you know, you could put it up there with Morgan Freeman or, you know, or other, you know, more famous, not more famous, but other, you know, prominent black actors who just have like that fucking voice that it just, it's one of those, he's one of those character actors that every time he shows up, even when he's not doing, like voices, he is just intimidating for lack of a better word, or like you're just in awe of like how much he steals scenes. Look, for me, two roles that are not black movies, but two of my favorite live action Keith David moments. Something About Mary, where he's like, "How'd you get the Frank above the beans?" which is hilarious. And what's the other one? Fuck. What's the one with Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez, where they're garbage men? Oh, God damn it. I can't remember now. I just blanked on it. But he rides in the garbage truck with them, and he has this whole issue of like them trying to take his fries. It like never touch a black man's fries. Like, his shit is hilarious. And he's a total psycho in that movie, but he's so damn good. But yeah, like Keith David is one of those perfect it guys, right? Like, he is just always good anything he's in.
Look, I have a long list. I'm not going to do too many more. I got maybe 2 or 3 that I want to talk about.
Let me add one, because I really want to talk about this person. When we were talking about Coleman Domingo, this is the other person I was mentioning. Yahya Abdul Mateen II. Mm-hmm. This dude has it. Like he's sort of transitioning into lead roles now. He's kind of on the cusp. He's got it though. Like, that guy is about to be an absolute superstar. And like, I want to give him his flowers now because like, I thought Chadwick Boseman was going to be with us forever too. Like, and you just don't know. And he had just hit like mega stardom at that point. Like, I think this guy is an incredible talent. Like, I really do. It's nothing he can't do. Comedy, horror now, superhero stuff, like drama, like anything they throw at this guy, he comes in 100%. I mean, he's going to be in the new Matrix movie. Like, this guy's got it, man. Like, he is a super talented guy, and he's young. He's still super young. I hope to see much more of him, but like him and Coleman Domingo, you put them on the marquee, I'm there. Like, those two guys are incredible.
I got 3 more people that I will touch on quickly. One, Delroy Lindo. Come on, yo.
Yeah, come on. Knock it off. Delroy
Lindo is amazing. The Oscars completely snubbed that man.
Horseshit, dude. I was so pissed.
His performance in that Spike Lee movie,
The Five Bloods.
The Five Bloods. I mean, it was bringing me to tears, man. Like, yeah, he's amazing in literally everything he's doing. He was just in one of my wife's favorite shows, The Good Fight.
Okay.
And I think he's like the partner in a black-led law firm. That's kind of what that show was about.
Yeah.
And she loves it. She loves him in it. He's one of those, another classically, trained theater actor.
Yeah, and he's LeBron's dad, which is pretty awesome. He looks just like that's crazy.
Look at his filmography, and it's it runs the gamut, man. Crooklyn Clockers, Congo. Ugh.
All right. Yeah, it runs the gamut. You're right. Congo is a bad movie.
It is a bad movie.
Amy, love you.
But again, it's a bad movie, but he's memorable in it.
Yo, that movie is nuts. It's so fucking nuts. I love it though. It's such a terrible fun movie.
Courtney B Vance.
That's a good one. That's a good point.
Yeah, he's more than just Angela Bassett's husband.
He is, but let's also acknowledge how incredibly lucky he is.
I mean, I don't know what that dude has going for him, but he needs to bottle it, make it a scent, and sell that shit as cologne.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Courtney B Vance is an amazing person for numerous reasons. Jesus Christ. And like him in Lovecraft Country, that was one of my biggest disappointments with that show. And I didn't have very many, but that his character got killed off. Like I was kind of bummed because I really liked him a lot. And I think he's a great actor.
He is, man. He's a tremendous actor.
Yeah.
And look, last, certainly not least, local woman who is incredibly funny. She can do drama. She can do comedy. Is Regina Hall?
Yeah,
Regina Hall she can do it all, and I'm glad that she is doing. She has I think she has a bit of a balance of serious roles and funny roles, but I don't know if people really kind of understand like that she is a funny person. You know what I mean?
People, I think maybe that's to her like a good thing, right? In a weird way. Like, let me explain. She started out in a parody of the Scream movies, and now people have forgotten that she is this comedy actress. Like, she was a standout in those what were they called? Scary Movie, right? That like trilogy or 4 movies or some shit. She was a standout, and she ended up making a career for that. And then turned out like, yeah, she can do way more than be like the goofball sidekick. She's actually a real fucking talent. I like her a lot, man. She's great.
Yeah, she is, man. I'm looking at her filmography. It's more comedy than serious, but she can do it all, right? She was in Law Abiding Citizen. She was in the Scary Movie franchise. She was in
Girlfriends.
She was in Girls Trip.
Girls Trip, not Girls.
She was in The Hate You Give.
Yeah, that's right. She was the mom. That's right.
Yeah, man. She's in this show that I'm watching now, Nine Perfect Strangers, where she plays like a woman who got divorced, and she just cannot handle it. Like she's prone to like violent outbursts, but she's like super sweet. You know what I mean? Like it's actually a really good role for her in a so like series. But also she's in Black Monday. If you've never seen Black Monday is amazing. Black Monday stars my favorite actor, Don Cheadle.
I was gonna say, are you gonna talk about your favorite actor? I'm sure.
Well, I feel like Don Cheadle has kind of, once you're in a Marvel movie, you kind of jump into an upper echelon, I think.
Okay, like I don't know. Well, go ahead. Finish your talk about Regina Hall.
Black Monday, Don Cheadle. It's weird, right? Because it's set in in the beginning. It's set in the 80s, and it's basically about like the stock market crashing, right? But like Don Cheadle plays like a stockbroker, a black stockbroker in the 80s, and everybody's just cool with it. And you know what else they're just cool with? Regina Hall being his partner. I mean, she's not like, she wants to be partner, but she's not like, but like it's in the 80s in this very corporate, white collar, white skinned type of job, and everybody's cool with it, right? But race does play a factor into it. Yeah. And she's amazing in that, right? It's like it's like a dramedy, but she's not being goofy. It's like a dark comedy,
right?
And she's being serious, but she's also funny in it. And look, man, I mean, the only reason I didn't mention Don Cheadle, one, I think that Don Cheadle has finally finally been getting the recognition that I think he deserves. And
I don't think so.
And two, if I were to talk about Don Cheadle, I'd be here all night. I really would.
I think he is easily one of the most underrated actors in Hollywood. Easily.
I think he's underrated, yes. But
Easily
I think more people are starting to hopefully recognize him. Maybe not, because he's a dark-skinned actor with a broad nose, and he's not 6'4". You know what I mean?
Like he's tall. He's like 5'9". Like he's like a tall guy.
But
intimidating.
he is outstanding in everything he's in.
Yes.
You know, he got nominated for Best Actor for the Academy Awards for Hotel Rwanda.
Tremendous performance.
Yeah, he's been nominated for a number of Golden Globes. I think his best work is TV work. House of Lies.
Yo, he's super good on that show.
He's really good in that show.
Yeah.
I think he does really well for television, but his movie roles, like they are, but his television roles feel a little samey. His movie roles are where he really gets to stretch.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I just look. I mean, he's one of the GOATs as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, like if there's a black acting Mount Rushmore, I'm putting Don Cheadle on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, he's on it. All right. Speaking of that, like, and then we'll end. All right. You got four people, and I'm gonna give you two different black Mount Rushmores. I'm gonna give you black male actors, black women actors, because I feel like there is a ton, like, and I don't want to leave anybody out. So we'll separate the genders. Black male Mount Rushmore for actors, television or big screen. I'm going Denzel, Don Cheadle.
It's hard, man.
There's really so many. Jeffrey Wright. I think Jeffrey Wright's got to be there. Fuck. I don't know. I don't know who the fourth one is.
Like, because there's so many to pick from. Like, you don't want to leave one off, right? I think Denzel should be on there because I think he covers your actor who is both who can break through, but is still a very good black character actor who is just like blackety black, right? Like Don Cheadle is a tremendous character actor.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington, you put on there. I love Jeffrey Wright, but I don't know, man. I'd have to see a list of like, I'd have to see I'd have to have a list of black actors in front of me, man. Because
here's the thing. Here's the thing with Jeffrey Wright. He can do television. He can do television. He can do movies.
Play a fucking Puerto Rican.
Right. Like he can change races. Like he can do it all. Like, and that's it. That's the thing about Mount Rushmore. It's not just about being the best. It's also being the most versatile. Right.
Living now or living or dead?
Oh, living or dead is hard because, like, dude, there's so many.
Right.
Well, let's say living or dead.
Oh, living or dead. I mean, you got to put Sidney Poitier on there. Is Sidney Poitier still alive?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think he is. I think he is. No, Sidney Poitier's got to be there. That's your four to me. That's your four. And now I feel bad because I don't know Sidney Poitier is alive. I know. I mean, he's that old, dude. I'm sorry. Sidney, I'm sorry. I know that you're listening, obviously. Someone is going to forward this shit to him and be like, yo, what the fuck? Bro.
He's 94 years old.
Yeah, Sidney Poitier, he makes it.
He's 94 years old. He makes it. Yeah, man. Like I'm looking at a bunch of actors who I really like, but to whittle it down to four is very difficult, right? Like, I mean, you can't not put James Earl Jones up there, right?
Sorry, James.
I mean, it's I don't know, man. It's very difficult.
All right, let's move to let's move to all right. Let's get offensive. Let's move to black women actresses. Right, we're gonna get fucked up over this.
I mean, look, Viola Davis.
There you go. All right, let's get one out of the way. Like, let's knock it out. Like,
let's get another easy one out of the way. Angela Bassett is on there. She is.
Yeah, that's two.
Absolutely on there. I don't want to hear any ifs, ands, or buts about it.
She on there, whether you wanted to be on there or not. She on my Mount Rushmore. Get out of here. Courtney B Vance should get a small statue standing next to her. Just be like, yeah, me. That's my wife. I'm lucky. Yeah, no, I'm putting Angela Bassett. I'm putting Viola Davis 100%. I'm looking down this list. I don't know if I'm putting her on there, but she's getting a mention. I'm putting Regina King at least in the conversation. You got to put her in the conversation.
That's another one that's only, I feel like, just now.
Yep.
After she's been on this earth for half a century, I feel like only just now she's getting the credit that she deserves.
100% agree.
So that's another person who you need to pay some fucking respect to.
Absolutely. That Western she's got coming out. Oh, that shit looks super good.
It looks dope. Yo.
It looks
like,
super
dope.
dope.
I can't wait for it.
Yeah, it looks super blackety black, and I'm okay with that. In the conversation, Alfre Woodard.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think she's definitely in the conversation.
I don't know, man. It's hard to whittle it down to 4.
It is hard. That's why they don't put any new motherfuckers on Mount Rushmore, because it's mad hard. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yo. Fucking Loretta Devine, another underrated actor who is just amazing in literally everything she's in. Now, some of her roles feel kind of samey, right? Like the befuddled, like, but like, but like when a man comes around, like, she could, I can't wait to jump on that. Right?
Yeah,
like,
she's hilarious.
Like Loretta Devine, I feel like would rock your world.
No, that's 100% true. Right? And that one dude leaving and coming back all the time. Like, no, that's not real. That's not how Loretta Devine worked. Knock it off. He ain't going nowhere. He coming home, eating some homemade meatloaf and being happy as hell. Shut up. He gonna leave every time. Fuck out of here. Look, I think on the women's Mount Rushmore, I think you gotta put Whoopi Goldberg on there. I think you have to. I think Whoopi Goldberg is on a level, and I'm not talking about new, like, dog fighting's cool with black people Whoopi Goldberg. I don't fuck with that Whoopi Goldberg. But you're talking EGOT Whoopi Goldberg. Right? We got to remember, like, she is one of the all-time most popular black actresses ever. Like, just ever, dude. Like, she may not be the best actress, but, like, Whoopi Goldberg did it all, man. Like, people often forget. Like, I think you got to put Whoopi Goldberg, simply because of her ability to get an EGOT is huge, but, like, I think it's easy to forget how talented she truly is as an actress, because she hasn't really done it in a really long time. I mean, she was on Star Trek, for God's sakes. Like, she was great.
You know who had no business being an actor, but is one? Queen Latifah. I feel like
I might have to put her in the conversation, man. like I love Queen Latifah, dude. Like, I really do.
Yeah. Like, she is, and she's one of those talents that, like, when Queen Latifah goes, like, it's gonna be a sad day.
Oh, like niggas gonna have a hard. They gonna have a hard time. Like,
people gonna be hurt, man, because she's a super talent, right? Like, she's a rapper, actor,
singer.
She's been a singer. Like, she's got a great singing voice. Like, she does it all, man. Like, she goes, it's gonna be a hard day, man.
Yeah, you're right. She really had no business, like, being in an act, like, and that's not like shitting on Queen Latifah. Like, it's just not a person who you would have thought would have had the arc that she has.
Right. You know who else fits that mold? Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, who the fuck?
Or Ice-T. How about that?
Ice-T.
Right. How you gonna make a song called Cop Killer and then you play a cop on TV? That's the ultimate hustle. Yeah, I respect the shit out of Ice-T for that. Cops hated him. He was like, now I'm gonna be one of y'all on TV. Fuck you. He was like, you know what? And then cops were like, nah, but I'm gonna watch Law and Order.
I want to kill you so bad, my dick is hard.
One of the greatest delivered lines of all time. Look, bringing that up, that goes back to the original list. You got to put you might have to put Wesley Snipes at least in the conversation.
Wesley Snipes is not just an action guy.
He's not, dude. He's not.
He is an actual, like, he's a legit, like, dramatic actor.
And damn good. Damn good.
Yeah, when
dude.
people see it, they're amazed because they're used to seeing fucking,
Well, white people only know him from Blade. Let's get real. In Demolition.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all they don't know him from. Like, they don't know him from Mo Better Blues. He was acting his ass off in that movie. Like, get out of here. So, yeah, no, I put him in the conversation of somebody who he's not a character actor because he's definitely played lead roles. But I'd put him in the conversation for Mount Rushmore. I would. I think so. But yeah, I think you got to put Whoopi Goldberg in it. I think you got to put like Dorothy Dandridge. I think you got to put Ruby Dee in the conversation. I'm just looking down this list. I mean, obviously these are, much older actresses. Cicely Tyson, I think you got to put in the conversation. You do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, we, we come in here and we talk about movies and whether or not we like the movie or not. There's no denying that everyone who is in a movie, somebody saw something in them.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons that we started this show is we want to highlight our entertainers and our talent and, the people that make us, that tell our stories.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or show us things that we haven't seen before. The people that represent us, the people that we see ourselves in. That was the whole point of this, is because we felt that, these people don't get shine and good or bad. And if we don't like the movie, most times we respect the actor's hustle. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
We at least respect the actor and respect the craft, even if the movie they're in is garbage.
Not good. Because it's there is such a thin when you look at movies overall, there is such a thin representation of people of color, specifically Black people in our case. We should highlight them. We have to. Two things on that. Octavia Spencer wasn't mentioned. Absolutely a person that is a character actress who gives 100% every time. Even if it's a movie I'm not but I know that she's gonna put in work. The Help, she put in work. Like, she's amazing.
That movie's not good, but she's good in it.
Yeah, she's good in it. Right. Look, the Black actresses are the reason to watch it, not any of the story. No.
Right.
Even the white actresses nowadays are like, don't watch that movie. Like, even they know, which is wild. But all of that to be said, look, Mike is right. Like, that is the reason for doing the show is, representing our perspectives, Black people's perspectives, and, talking about what Black people bring to Hollywood, right? Because that's incredibly important. And it's often forgotten, right? It's taken for granted, which is why we're going to do the movie Karen next week for that exact reason. Because we want to make fun of a movie starring a white woman, and it should be hilarious. So all that being said, we will see you guys next week for episode 206 for Karen. Again, you can watch it. You can rent it in a number of places. And if you have BET Plus, I believe you can watch it there for free. So check that out, and we will see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye. You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of Black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the Black community.